fight her.
Oh, big right hand. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Great uppercuts there from Ebanie. Laura stumbled again. Ebanie looking to close the show in the first round. And oh, no, strong overhand right. I think Johnny's going to stop.
Then she follows up to the
Nice
head.
right hand.
Has Hearn right on the corner. She's working the combination.
Nice right hand by Bridges.
They don't really react. Oh, nice
jab.
right every time they get close. Oh, right head over the top.
Simpson. I think he wanted to. If another punch had landed, there's another one.
Hi, I'm Susie from Women's Fight News, and today I'm joined by Australian boxer, the blonde bomber herself, Ebanie Bridges, who is 4-0 and undefeated. Thank you for joining me today, Ebanie.
Oh, good. It's my pleasure. I'm good to be here.
And I want to just, first of all, start off by saying how sorry I am to hear that you got injured and can't fight Rachel on the 14th. So I wanted to ask what happened and where are you now?
Well, I've just had a shoulder injury. It's called AC joint separation. I did it in training. Pretty much it's where your collarbone connects to your shoulder blade, and that bone there, I tore the ligament that holds it down. So yeah, kind of sucks. Can't really do much with my arm. You know, pretty painful. Arm up, arm across. You know, can't lie on it. So yeah, the doctor said it was going to be a 6 to 8 week recovery. Obviously now I'm in Australia in Sydney in quarantine, but it was in the US. And it was obviously the American doctors, they said, when they said that to me, there's going to be 6 to 8 weeks before I'm recovered. I was like, there's no point in me staying. You know, if I can't train, I can't do anything, I might as well get home, get this quarantine thing out the way, you know, and see my loved ones, and my family, because, you know, obviously when something like this happens, it's good to be around people, you know, your loved ones and all that. So yeah, pretty much tried to get on a plane home as soon as I could. And yeah, that's it. So yeah.
You have quite a positive mindset, which you can see on social media. You're very positive with the things you write. So how does that help you with coping with this massive disappointment?
Definitely helps me a lot. Like now I'm pretty cool. Like I'm still disappointed, and you know, when I see things coming up and like the girls fighting and the matchroom promotions, you know, Eddie Hearn and all the girls talking about the fight, it still kind of, you know, stabs me a little bit in the heart. But other than that, I'm pretty good. I'm in a really good place right now mentally. But you know, when it first happened, as you know, because you're one of the first people I told, I was not good. I was not good at all. You know, I'm only human, and you know, instant reactions. Obviously, like I was absolutely devastated, like crying all day. My dreams are over, my goals, my life, like everything's ruined. You know, everything I've worked towards, everything is done. You know, and obviously you start thinking about all the people you're letting down, or you think you're letting down. You know, like you know, your coaches that put in the work, and all your fans and your sponsors. And I just thought, wow, like, how can this happen? I've had an amazing camp. I was literally feeling so strong. Like I was folding the girls inspiring in Philadelphia. Like, I mean, I was so confident. The whole team was confident. And then for that to happen, it was just like, what the fuck? like really, you know, and I found it really hard at first to accept and you know, move on. I was like proper depressed. I was just like in bed, not eating, like crying. Oh no, why am I doing this? Why do I do this for? Why, you know, boxing is like, all boxing is heartache. Like, honestly, like you guys only see the glamour and whatever side, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that it's a lot of heartbreak. It's a lot of letdowns, you know, like, and I've had my fair share. I've only been boxing for 2 years as a pro, and I should have had so many more fights. But as you know, my first fight, you know, I snapped my ankle, you know, and that set me back 8 months. And then I had lucky enough to have a couple of fights back to back at, you know, kind of end of last year, and then COVID, you know, another setback, you know, and it was just like, and now this, like, I finally, everything, like my dreams and my goal that I set at the beginning of the year to fight in the UK, it all came to fruition. It was all perfect. It couldn't have been better, you know, against someone like Rachel as well. And then again, everything, my dreams and goals all come crushing. And that's what it felt like, obviously. And it's just like, I even said to my boyfriend, I got to a point, I'm just like, fuck, like, really, like, is it really worth it? Like, is it really worth it? Like, is it? I don't know, you know, but that's obviously my thoughts at first, as I think would be when you lose something. It's like almost like, it's like you love something so much and your heart breaks, and it's like being heartbroken. It's like being like love heartbroken, you know, like that's what it is. It's like a heartbreak. And anyways, obviously it's not really in me to stay depressed and play victim and feel sorry for myself for long. And I know that literally gets you fucking nowhere, and it's just a waste of time. So obviously with the help of my friends, and especially I've got a shout out to Phil and Ginny, they're from Richard's Boxing. You know, they're all just amazing with the positive vibes, and just you know, helping me kind of, you know, see the positive. And there was, you know, and there's so many positives. Like, I could list so many positives right now, because I've been manifesting those positives, and I've been focusing on those positives, and I've been visualizing the next, you know, the next journey. And obviously, because I was visualizing that one, you know, now that's gone. That's it. I don't cry over spilt milk. It's done. It's the next part now. I'm on the next road. It's a different road maybe to what I expected, but I can see it very clearly still, and I'm still very positive about it. And I think that's really important, to try and find a positive in any bad. And I know from years of letdowns and years of being kicked down and dragged back and trying to, you know, my goal is to be stopped, and anything that I want to do there's always been people or things trying to pull me off track or try and getting me to quit, but you know, I don't quit. So I found that every time I've got a setback, I always have truly something's been better has come of it every single time. Like, I've always been grateful for them. I'm like, thank God that happened. Like, when I broke my ankle, thank God my ankle broke. You know, thank God COVID happened, because so many things good come of this stuff, you know. And I think that if you have an open mind and you can get over that initial heartbreak and whatever when things bad happen, then you're going to be able to see the positives. And if you don't, that's like quitting, you know. If you don't get back up once you've been kicked down, or if you don't get back up, then you're never going to reap the benefits of the comeback, or of seeing that good things come of bad situations, because you're stuck in that bad situation. But if you move on from the bad situation, then you're giving yourself that opportunity to actually see what doors have opened. But if you're going to go sit crying at the door that's closed, you know, you're not going to be able to see the other doors. So yeah, I sound really philosophical. What's that word? Philosopher, you said? That was good. There's some fucking great quotes right there.
This is the positive mindset I was talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. Welcome to my TED Talk. Subscribe for $10. New career pathway. Yeah. Yeah. Meant to be. No. Anyways, yeah. So that's it. That's, you know, obviously, like I said, you know, it's fine to, and I was human. I was fucking devastated, like. But yeah, it just, you know, it does nothing for you. It really does nothing for you being like that and focusing on it. And I just don't cry over spilt milk. It's a big saying for me. You know, don't cry over spilt milk. I tell other people, don't do it. It's what's being done is done. What can you do? You can't change it. It's God's plan. You got to accept God's plan, or the universe, whatever you believe in, and just be open-minded to the fact that better things are coming. Hopefully, fighting in front of a crowd, in front of my fans in the UK, because that was always the initial dream. You know, that's what I always visualized, and that's why I wanted to fight in the UK, so I could be in an arena full of screaming, loud ass pommies.
Definitely. I think what I think is, because obviously I spoke to you when it happened and everything. Yeah. It's what people don't don't see is because they see the positive side of you afterwards. They don't see everything that's gone into it. So like how much it's meant to you, how dedicated you are to your goals, how hard you really do work and your work ethic.
Yeah. Well, I did have some people message me and ask me if I was okay because I wasn't tweeting, I wasn't on Instagram, because I couldn't. I was crippled, like emotionally crippled. Like I was like proper hurt, like I'm broken when it first happened, because and I couldn't even bring myself to get on my phone or anything. Like it was bad, but yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna post on. I'm not kind of person that posts that kind of stuff. I'll talk about it now. I'm not gonna go on there and go, oh, my life, like I'm dear diary, like I'm depressed. Like I don't do that. I gotta deal. I'm the kind of person that shuts down and needs to deal with it myself. I need to deal with it, and then I can pull myself out of it. No one else can help really pull me out of it except me. So yeah, and the hard work, man. Like fuck, like that was a serious, like the shit that I was doing in training. I'm like, damn, can I do this shit again? Like it was full on. Like I got to Philly after a 27-hour flight straight. Like the next day, like up sparring. I sparred every day. I was sparring every day. The girls weren't really lasting, but I was sparring every day and training every day. No sleep, 2 hours sleep. Like 3 hours of broken sleep a night. Like I was, and that was just while in Philly. Before that, man, I was like sparring, 35 minutes straight, shark tanks. Like the girls are coming in and out like 4 minutes, like fresh. Like, yeah, it was full on. Like I was fit, I was strong. And I think that's what hurts the most is that I was ready to shock the world. I was ready to make my fans proud and prove my haters wrong, and show them, what the hype is. Like I didn't really hype myself up. My fans hype me up. I don't ever say like I'm the best, and I think I think I'm fucking amazing and I'm strong as fuck. But you know what I mean? Like I don't go on like that. But I wanted to show the people the exciting bomber, like that it's not just my personality, it's my fight style, and show them the kind of, I'm kind of like a female boxer that they might not have seen before. They're my style, like you've seen it, because you get to see my sparring stuff. Lucky you. But I don't post that stuff up. But I really think that people are gonna be shocked, and then my fans that got my back will be like, see, we told ya. And I'll get a load more fans, and I'll probably get a heap load more haters as well. That's what happens. But as long as they're watching,
that's it. As long as they're watching and paying and bringing in money. Exactly.
Yeah, they're gonna pay to see me lose, and they're not gonna see me lose, but they will. They'll be like, oh, I've got to watch this, and they'll probably bitch about it. No, I didn't even want to waste my time watching this bitch, this blonde bummer and her boobs. Next minute, they're the ones that watch you the closest.
And in camp in Philly, I understand it was Kaylee Reis you were with, and also you ended up meeting up with Franchon as well. So what's it like being around the champion? It must have been good to be in camp with the champions, with Kaylee, and then meeting up with Franchon.
It was amazing to be in camp with Kaylee. She's so experienced. We did some sparring, and she's honestly like just a person in general who she is, like her vibes, and just having her around was just such a blessing. She's really, she's really experienced, and I think that's a big difference with, say, fighters here in America and in Australia. Like pro boxing's still very fresh in Australia, still very like babyish. Like it hasn't been around long for women. So there's not like many girls in Australia that have that 10 years experience or 5 years. So that was really good. And obviously Franchon, Franchon, I've looked up to her forever. When she first turned pro, she's always been a big inspiration to me. She's such a beautiful person, and she's always tries to be, she pushes that positivity as well. And I see her again. I've seen her over the years push through so many obstacles and so many barriers, and just keep pushing. And that's so inspiring for me. And I just love seeing that. So I just think, God, this woman is so strong. So that was fucking awesome. Like just to, to finally meet her and you know, be around Kaylee. It's an awesome experience. And Kaylee's fighting, and she's gonna be champ by the time we put this out. She'll be the new 140 champ, WBA.
And what's next for you then? Do you think you'll end up fighting the winner of Bull and is it Guanini
or something? Yeah, I think is it Georgita or Georgelina or Georgelina? I think, or Georgelina. Oh, Georgelina, and it depends on what language. I think it's Spanish. Anyways, yeah. I've pretty much been told that I'll be fighting the winner of them in February, March. You know, if Eddie Hearn keeps his word, fucking, I'm on it. I won't be backing down. Yeah, so that's why I have something to look forward to, and hopefully in front of fans. So I think it's gonna be, you know, I think it's gonna be Rachel. I think Rachel's gonna win it. But you can't dismiss this girl. She's very experienced. You know, she's a very aggressive fighter. From what I hear, she hasn't really been training much, and she is quite heavy. So that will obviously take a toll. But she'll come out firing. And she is South American. She's Argentinian. We know what those Argentinian boxers are like. They're very similar to Mexicans. You know, they just come out and they just fight hard, and they got a hell of a lot of heart. So I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be tough. I still think it's going to be a tough fight, but it might be maybe only a tough fight for 5 rounds or who knows. You know what I mean? But I think the way I look at her fight, this girl fight, she's more just like, in my opinion, someone that comes out and just throws punches. Like, it doesn't seem to be too much strategy in her punch selection, where I'm quite more selective with my punches. And she just kind of comes out fucking brawling. But I know that Rachel's going to be fit as hell, you know, and I know she's going to be preparing for it, because she would have been preparing for someone like me who's really strong and also is a big pressure fighter. So, you know, I do hope that Rachel wins, because she's the one that's put in the whole camp. She's the one that's worked harder. You know, nothing to take away from Guani, but, you know, it's 10 days of not even really of weight cutting, really. I just would love to see it go to Rachel. And I'd love to meet Rachel in the center ring, you know, like I was really looking forward to that for many reasons. So, but either way, whichever one, I'm confident that belt is mine. It's my destiny. It's going to be around my waist when the time is ready and when God permits it for to be mine.
How's the support been like through all this? Have you found that everyone's been quite supportive of you?
Yeah. So, man, I tell you what, like, obviously, like I said, when it first happened, I was like, fuck boxing, like another setback. Like, I mean, how many more do I, you know, like, and I mean, it sounds really dramatic. And there's probably other boxers that have been boxing for like 10, 15 years, or like, say, like a Dillian White. He's like, fucking stop being so dramatic. Like, have some patience. But I mean, you know, initially that's how I was feeling. To have people around me that are positive, supportive, encouraging, it just keeps me more motivated. Like, you know, I'm a motivated person, but obviously when something happens, like it does cut you. And yeah, then when I officially announced it on my socials, and just the pouring in of obviously comments and inboxes, I can't even get back to them all. There was so many of positive words and vibes and motivation. Like, it's, how can you fucking not want to fight? Like, how can you not want to fight for these people? Like, it's, you know, like I can't, like, it's like I can't let my fans down, you know, like, and I don't want to, as well as myself and as well as everyone else. You know, I've come too far and worked too hard, so, and I'm not going to leave until that strap's around my waist, you know, and you know, it's mine. So, no, it's been great.
2021, that's the year.
2021's the year. 2018 was supposed to be the year I was supposed to debut. Then that fell through, and then I finally had my debut in 2019. That was going to be my year, and then I broke my ankle. I was like, it's okay. 2020 vision. 2020 is going to be my year, and then fucking COVID. Oh yeah, so 2021. Let's see. You know, let's see. I'm praying. I'm praying for all of us.
Fingers crossed, because we all want to come to We want to go to a big, you know, get the crowns back, go to some big boxing matches. So yeah.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Like, I mean, like I said, like when I visualized myself fighting in the UK, I visualized fighting in front of my fans. I visualized walking through with my fans and my belt, high-fiving people, you know, meeting people, going around doing meet and greet, you know, seeing the UK, you know, seeing what Scotland, Wales and everything, and doing all that. That's what I visualized. And that wouldn't have happened in this weekend coming in 14th. It would have been nothing like what I visualized. So maybe it's because of what I've asked for the universe or from God, and what I've envisioned and what I've manifested in my mind, that that's not how I pictured it. So maybe that's not why it's coming. You know, like I just believe in the law. I believe in the law of attraction, and I believe in you make things happen. And maybe that's it. You know, and that's my positive twist on it. That yeah, maybe just wasn't meant to be. And when it is, it's going to be 100 times better. And I'm going to be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you, 2020. You know, this is better. And yeah, and that'll be good. I can't wait. And I do believe that it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it all.
And I seem to remember in a previous interview you promising a massive after party as well. So we need to get past the lockdown rules. Yeah. Have a massive party.
Yeah, big after party with my 69ers.
Yeah.
I'm serious. No, I'm totally down for that. I mean, I might backdoor it. Like, hey, I'm just gonna go to the toilet. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah, no, seriously. Like, you know, for me, I love the people, you know, and it's what it's all about for me as well. It's not just the fighting, it's the fans, it's the whole thing that I love about boxing. It's the entertaining, it's the bash people up, you know, feeling my knuckles on their head. It's the fans and having, you know, being able to make people's days by just saying hello or getting a photo or signing something, you know, like the little things that makes people's days, like, you know, just spreading that love. Like, that's for me, that's it's all part of it. You know, it's not just for me money and you know, fame or whatever. It's not like that. It's all the little things that come with it.
Obviously, we can see that you're in your hotel room there.
Yeah.
So how are you coping with your quarantine? Because
it's seriously,
that's your room you're stuck in, isn't it?
This is it. Like, that's it. That's my room. That's it. It's great. No, honestly, I'm not too fast. It's actually gone really fast. I don't even know what I do in my day. I don't do much. I just lay around. I had a Zoom meeting with my physio yesterday in Sydney. So he gave me obviously some exercises to do for my shoulder to help with the mobility and just getting it, you know, moving. So we can work on strength when I get out. Watching boxing, obviously. I literally haven't turned the TV on. I'm not a big TV person. Just meditating as well, like, you know, and just making sure I'm keeping a good mindset and taking advantage of the downtime. Because as soon as I get out of here, I pretty much have to go back to school. I don't have to, but I did, like, you know, like I'm back. I'm not going to avoid the, you know, my work. So I did message the school and say, so this is what happened, and yeah, you know, I can come back this term. So I'm sure the kids will be happy to see me, and as soon as I get out of here, so back to school. Obviously not going to be training as much because of my shoulder, but I'm just going to take advantage of that time that I don't usually have, because I'm always so go hardcore training, you know, twice a day in between school and everything, that I don't see my family, I don't see my friends, I don't spend time with my boyfriend. So I'm actually looking forward to a little bit of downtime mentally and just physically, so I can spend time with, you know, my loved ones. And being in America and having that injury and being alone, you know, and I had Brian and Kaylee, but still being alone, it really made me realize how grateful and how lucky I am to have the family and friends that I have, and that, you know, like I just want to spend time with them and show them, you know, that, yeah, like I appreciate them all and stuff. So yeah, it was really interesting. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, I look forward to my knocks on the door, knock and runs on the door, and my meal drops. I do have my healthy meals from Athletes Nutrition, but sometimes if the meal that's being dropped at my door is really, really nice, I'll eat that. But I'm trying to stay healthy, because, you know, I'm not doing any exercise. I'm in a little tiny room, and I don't want to, you know, pile it on.
So we've all seen what else you've been up to in the room, doing your social media posts, and your hilarious one about the sports bra.
Oh yeah. Ariusha's sports bra. Yeah.
Yes.
Some people can't take a joke, but you know what? I think people, obviously, some people didn't watch that fight between Chantel and Adriana to get the joke. But hey, I honestly, like, I literally bring that crop because I was gonna be in a bubble, you know, and I was gonna, you know, I said, you know, me and Rachel had that banter at the beginning, you know, when the news first broke, and we had a bit of a laugh about it, and I did say that I'd volunteer, and you know, so I had to go on with it. But yeah, a little bit of fun, trying to keep myself entertained a little bit, and also keep the fan, like, you know, have people, you know, my fans and stuff, like, having a bit of a laugh as well, and keep things a bit positive and happy. And I mean, you can take it whichever way you want, but you know, the UK or England's in lockdown, so they need to be entertained. I'm an entertainment kind of girl, so you know, why not give a bit of a laugh and have a bit of a joke. But yeah, I think it was pretty funny.
I mean, it's great because you got some great banter with Rachel. That's what's a shame as well, because the build-up would have been.
I know.
You and Rachel just bounce off each other. She's hilarious. She's the one that said,
yeah, she's great. Like,
you.
Yeah. What's it called? I paid tribute or something like that. That's what it was like, you know. But yeah, it was funny. Like, her hashtag, she's like, remember, she was like, you know, social worker versus maths teacher, blonde versus ginger, little titties versus big titties. Like, and that's good. Like, and people like to see that. Like, I know people get all not excited, but people talk about the shit talk and the you know, that style. But it's also good to see, like, for example, Chisora and Usyk having a bit of a banter. That's kind of like it was a bit with me and Rach, you know. And obviously we still was very serious, like we said, and we knuckled down. And there probably would have been a little bit more banter in this final week as well in the bubble. But it's all right. It's happening. I'm not. I know it's going to happen. The fight's going to happen. If it doesn't, I'm sure Eddie will hear about it from all the Bomber fans. Like he has been hearing about me all year. If he doesn't get me back over there, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bit of an uproar, and he's just going to be hassled and nagged until I get over there. So it's in his best interest just to save him, you know, the annoyance of all my lovely fans, to get me over there, you know, as soon as I'm healed up and ready to bash heads.
And that's the other thing about Eddie, is he's another one that says your name, well, said your name wrong once. But like, how do people not get your name right? E-Bane.
Ebane.
Ebane, yeah.
I don't know, Ebane. Ugh. But I shouldn't be so angry about it, because then everyone, all you British people, keep calling me Ebane just because, you know, it pisses me off. But I'm kind of embracing it a little bit. But I just feel like, are you guys like dyslexic or something? Like, you know, nothing against people with dyslexia, like, but like, can you not see that I is after the N? It's like, it's not Ebane, it's Ebony. But nah, look, it happens all the time. I don't know why. And then when Eddie said it, I was like, come on. And even Rachel called me Ebane once. You know, yeah. But now I feel like, now sometimes people, like, they'll inbox me Ebane, and I've even said it the other day, and if the person will probably hear this because they seem to be a bit of a fan, but they messaged me Ebane, and I said, I don't know now if you're taking a fucking piss and just writing Ebane because you know it pisses me off and because it's a joke, or like you calling me Ebane because you don't know. And he goes, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, so now I spelt it out. I'm like, the I is after the N, not before it. It's Ebony, not Ebane.
What I don't get is it doesn't even sound like a name. Like, you think you'd read it off, say Ebane, and be like, no, that's not right.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Maybe they just think like I'm fucking hardcore and angry and like scary, like Bane out of Batman, and they're like, yeah, that suits her. Like, I mean, I used to get called the Ebanator when I was younger. Ebanator, like Terminator, you know, Ebanator. A few of my friends call me the Ebanator. But yeah, E-Bane. I don't know.
There's some ring walk inspiration right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was really, man, I can't wait to fight in the UK. Like, can't wait, you know. I'm devastated I can't even weigh in. Like, And now I've done, you know, like the longer I stay in here, the further away I get away from that nice weigh-in body. So, you know.
With all the nice hotel food.
Yeah. It will come though. But yeah. Anyways, you know, I'm sad, I suppose, for my fans, especially my fans that support me a lot and always stick up for me, because I know they were looking forward to being able to say to the people, look, see, she's the real deal, you know, because they all stick up for me, and it would just be nice to be able to prove it. And yeah, I mean, that sucks. And yeah, but you know, it's all good. My time will come. I just got to keep focusing on that and just keep reminding myself that that's it. It's happening for a reason. You know, obviously, as you see, I still get those little like, but I bring myself back out of it pretty fast. Because yeah,
you're definitely one of the most positive people I know. Definitely, it's great. You got this, really great mindset just to get your head straight back into it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's kind of like when you go through hell so many times, you know, you gotta learn to deal with it, you know. And you don't want to be. I don't want to be a victim of. I don't want to be a victim of myself, you know. So I just won't let that happen. So I won't feel sorry for myself.
On the 14th, any fight predictions? So
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, on the 14th, any fight predictions? So obviously we've got Katie Taylor fighting and Terry Harper. Who do you think is going to win out of all those fights?
I think the Katie Taylor fight's pretty easy. Not easy. I mean, like, I think she's going to win that pretty decisively. She'll probably win every round, to be honest. But I mean, good on her. She's had a couple of wars. You know, she deserves a little bit of an easier fight, I think. And especially because Eddie throws her in like over and over, like she's, you know, it's like no break. Really, you know, working her out. And as for the Harper Thanders, I really like that fight. You know, I rate both of those girls. I like Thanders. I love Thanders' style. You know, she puts on the pressure. She puts nice inside work. She's got really good inside game. You know, with her fight against Rachel, she still did really well, and she actually broke her hand in like the second round or something. So she was fighting like that with a broken hand. So I mean, she's definitely you know, she's going to push forward and she's going to bring in the fight for sure. And Terry's going to get better. You know, seeing her training, she's a real athlete. She's young, she's hungry, and I'm sure that she would have learned a lot from her fight with Jonas as well. I can kind of see some of her training. I see what she's working on, especially her defense on the inside and keeping hands nice and tight. So I think, it'll be it'll be a good fight. But I think I see Terry edging that fight. But I definitely am not counting out Thanders at all. It could be a really close fight. Imagine if it was another draw. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Do you think it's going to? You think it's going to go to points? Or do you think...
Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah. I don't see Thanders or Terry. I don't see Terry knocking out Thanders, and I don't see Thanders knocking out Terry. To be honest, could be a count, but you never know. Yeah.
And obviously,
Katie. I mean, not that Katie stops many people, but she it depends on the type of fight she's going to go for. Like, is she going to go out there just to like win and like try and overwhelm her, or is she going to like just use this as kind of not a learning fight, but just a fight to practice some stuff? I don't know. We'll just see. And yeah, and I already talked about Ball and Goiani.
So it's been brilliant talking to you, Ebanie. So
yeah, thanks. You got the exclusive first interview.
Yes. Thank you. Because I'm new to this as well. So
yeah.
Is there anything you want to say to anyone? Is there any shout outs or anything you want to say to any of your fans? Anything?
Just obviously all my fans, man. Like you know how much, you know, I always talk and do shout outs just in general to my fans. I appreciate you all. You know, I think most of my followers know how much I actually do generally appreciate them. So just keep supporting me, guys. You'll see me in there soon, and it's going to be worth the wait, I promise. Big shout out to my my sponsors, Riches Boxing, Epic Air, Bowled Out, Been Everywhere. These guys, obviously supporting me, even though the fight fell through, they're still, got my back and helping me out there. And also, Eddie Hearn, mate, keep your word, get me over there. Don't disappoint the fans. Everyone still wants to see the Blonde Bomber. Whether they want to see me lose or win, they want to see me. So get me over there as soon as I'm healed. It's going to be obviously worth the wait. So yeah, and thanks for you.
Thank you very much for giving me the exclusive.
That's all good. All good. My pleasure. You were there for me. We got this.
And it's 2021. That's the year.
2021 is the year of the Blonde Bomber. You heard it here first. Strap fucking season. I'm gonna be covered in them.
Well, it's been brilliant talking to you.
Yep. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Eds.
All good.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click like now and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. Thank you. Bye.